Hello there, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. This is episode 2. I'm XenoGeno Matt, and yesterday we crash landed at the impact site, and today we'll be exploring the Forest of Hope, trying to get some ship parts to help Olimar get back home. Let's go ahead and land. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. Alright, so let's go get the lads. Grab all 23 lads, and let's get to work. So the first thing we're going to want to do today is boost our numbers. They didn't pick that up, did they? And neither did they. Get to work breaking down this wall. So the first difference between today and yesterday that you'll notice is there's now a little sun icon going across the top of the screen. As Olimar has mentioned, the nighttime on this planet is not hospitable, to say the least. That's when all of the nocturnal predators come out. So he'll have to get off the surface at nighttime, and night in this game is exactly 13 minutes and 30 seconds from when you touch down. So let's see how much we can get done between now and then. Out there you can see some smaller enemies, the dwarf red bulborb. Those small lads will no doubt try to devour my small lads, so we're gonna have a bit of a conflict there. Not even close. Get him out of here. And as always, their corpses are full of nutrients, so we'll take those back and the Pikmin can make more Pikmin with them. Gotta love Nintendo games. Grab some more pellet posies. So yeah, I remember reading somewhere that Miyamoto was inspired to make this game one day when he was just sitting out in his garden and he watched a whole bunch of ants start carrying back some things with them, and he was like, huh, let's make a game out of that. And yeah, I'm not complaining, this game's pretty dang good. There we go. Alright, now that we're rolling in Pikmin, let's get out there and fight more things. Oh, yeah, of course. So right here, what the Pikmin are doing is they're pulling up the grass, and that one guy just drank it all. Great. So yeah, so the sap actually turns the Pikmin from leaf Pikmin, with the little leaves on their head, to flower Pikmin. Flower Pikmin are faster, and they're less likely to trip. Much better when rolling around the arena. Pull up more grass. There we go. Kind of try to group them together with the C-stick. So as Olimar was saying yesterday, L lets me adjust the camera to turn it whichever direction I want. R lets me zoom out. Z lets me kind of get a top-down view if I wanted. The C-stick lets me group them around like that. kind of march them in any direction. X lets me dismiss them all. Y pulls up my mini-map once I get that. And yeah. Some more Dwarf Red Bulborbs. If you land them directly... Oh, he's got one. Not anymore. Ah, there's a big lad over there. See, they're carrying all this stuff a lot faster now that they've got flowers. Alright, so now in Pikmin 1, the easiest way to do them is to do the copyrighted bum rush technique. I don't own this. So yeah, he's dimma done for. Let's roll on, have these guys take down this cage, wall. How are you all doing today? It's been a solid day so far. Keeping busy. Alrighty. So we got these newly plucked lads. How much is this? Ah, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Unfortunately, it takes 40 Pikmin to carry. Ah, but fortunately, they've completed this. Take out him. I don't think I've mentioned what these guys are called. This is a Spotty Bulborb. Or Red Spotty Bulborb. It's one of the two. Nope, doesn't matter. He's dead. Get him out of here. Let's have all these guys help out with this. Oh, there we go. Now we're cruising. Ah. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly, so it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and the day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and the Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in the onion. To adjust my monitor, I can press L to rotate the camera, R to zoom. This is what we saw yesterday. We're good. So yeah, as Olimar was saying there, that green circle will start to turn yellow and deplete once he takes damage. Oh, here's an onion. Alright. Wake up. I don't like the way this guy's looking at me. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests that this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter, they are obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. Alright. So now we've got yellow Pikmin. So as Olimar was saying, and as you can see there, we can toss it... Oh, of course. Interrupted again. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I've now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So going back to that, you can see how this yellow Pikmin is thrown much higher than the reds. So I should go into these Pikmin's abilities. So yellow Pikmin can actually, they can handle these things called bomb rocks, which are over here. We'll see that in just a second. They're able to be thrown much higher than standard red Pikmin. And on the contrary, red Pikmin are heat resistant, and they are also the strongest fighters, capable of doing, I think it's like 1.5 times damage to enemies. So yeah, the red Pikmin are the fighters. These yellow guys are more like tacticians with bomb rocks. Aha, speaking of which. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin, but just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks, cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within these. This merits further research. Alright, so the answer to yesterday's question, can I read, is still a resounding no. Fantastic. So yeah, throwing them, they'll drop them, and they'll explode. Glowing rocks the Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones could be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. But they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. Pikmin I dismiss by pressing X bring their bombs when I call them back. Pikmin I throw by pressing A drop their bombs when I call them back. Keep clear of the explosion. When I touch Pikmin directly, they keep their bombs and fall in line. So that's duly noted. So if I were to throw this lad, and if the wall wasn't there, he would stand still with his active, or not active bomb, but he would stand still with the bomb, and if I were to whistle him, he would just drop it, and it would just go off in a couple seconds. Keep that in mind when handling bomb Pikmin. Oh boy, we're almost 3/4 done with today. I still want to do a whole lot. I want to get at least one more treasure in. Or not treasure, but ship part. Save that for Pikmin 2. Alright, come on guys. Alrighty, incredible, incredible. As red Pikmin are our fighters, let's lead them into battle. Aha! A new enemy, sheer grubs, both male and female. The female sheer grubs are white, and they don't eat your Pikmin. The male sheer grubs are these darker colored ones, like a darkish purple, and they will eat your Pikmin, so be careful. I found the best way to deal with them is just to, like, constantly throw Pikmin, because if you happen to land directly on top of them, they won't be able to eat your Pikmin. But if you just kind of swarm them, they'll pretty much always grab one before dying. The more you know, I guess. No, don't... There goes a real hero. Oh. There's another treasure. Ship part. It's my whimsical radar. With this, I'll be able to see all nearby ship parts in a single glance. I just press Y to check it. This find fills me with great hope. I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling onions. Onions stopped expelling onions. I should hope so. Expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at one time in any area. Alright, so what Olimar was saying there was I mean, self-explanatory. You can see in the bottom, we have 100 total Pikmin in the field, yet we have 106 total Pikmin. So the 6 extra Pikmin, now 11 extra Pikmin, are between the 2 onions. An interesting thing to note is that there are old screenshots of this game that have, like red and blue Pikmin actually wielding bomb rocks. And there's little icons for each Pikmin color and stage of Pikmin development, bud, leaf, and flower, wielding bomb rocks. I guess they gave them to yellow Pikmin because yellow Pikmin really don't do too much in this game. Though they do get some incredible buffs in Pikmin 2. Alright, so now this is one thing I miss about Pikmin 2. I kind of miss the ability to switch between your Pikmin. At least Pikmin colors, I mean, on demand. Anyway. There's another ship part. Whimsical radar. This important piece can detect the locations of other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press Y to view. C-stick zooms in and out. This will surely help me in my search for the remaining parts. I have now recovered 3 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So yeah, if we manage to find 2 more ship parts, we'll be able to go to the new area. Alright, separate them. Let's grab all of our bomb rocks. And let's start breaking down this wall. I'm not going to press my luck throwing all of them at once. Will 6 be enough? Ah. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin still planted are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. Ah, yes, so as sunset approaches, any Pikmin that are left out in the field as stragglers will be left behind, and the game will make sure that you know that they were left behind, and you will see them be eaten or killed in the end of day animation or cutscene. So let's gather all the lads together. Alright. That was a pretty productive day. We managed to boost our numbers quite substantially. And we've got 2 more ship pieces. So we're well on our way to getting Olimar back home. Two days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar— Hey, we already have that. Olimar. I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Yet we have it. Olimar, open your eyes. Then I'd only have to press Y to locate my parts. Alright, just ignore the radar on your ship as you fly off. Yet, there seems to be many hostile lifeforms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Alright, so I didn't really explain this screen yesterday. So on the top there, you can see today's change in Pikmin population as represented by that graph. The number of our red Pikmin shot way up, and yellows on the steady incline. Ooh. Sprouted, total number of sprouted today, 103 alone. Jeez, 103 in today alone, and we had 23 yesterday. No Pikmin lost in battle yet, and no Pikmin left behind. 27 parts remaining, 28 days remaining. Alright, so that about does it for this episode. So next time, we'll be going back to the Forest of Hope, trying to get the remaining ship parts and hopefully unlock a new area. Alrighty, I'll see you guys then.